Alright, we got them all of our cases primed with the powder. I don't know if you can see that or not. Try and do it without spilling it. They got powder in them, as you can see. Good thing about these pt.3 cases, can't really overcharge them with the powder that I'm using anyways. We're going to put them in the press. As you can see, this is the steel case stuff with the Tula or Wolf, one of the two. I'll put her in the press, and we will drop us a boat tail bullet on the top of it. There you have it. And this never was a question of can you. Well, I guess it is for me, because I wanted to know if these cases would split upon reloading or whatever. But we're going to go through and load up the rest of them. I already had done a few, you can see, when I was setting up my press. We'll go through and load them all up, and then we'll take them out and shoot them. See how they do. Alright, I'm going. Alright, we got all our steel cased ammo. You can see it. I'll zoom in and let you get a good look at it. It is the Tula that we did. You see the MagTech primer. You see that little circle in there, so you know. I haven't seen one that came like that, but anyways, these are the ones we loaded up. Got them right in the crimp groove. They all measured out good. I'll show you. Good thing about that I love about my alignment gauge, you know, it's got that little cutout in the top and a cutout in the bottom, so you can just throw your case in there, and if it actually sticks out, you'll know that it sticks out the bottom. You'll know that it's too long. But if we take and we put it in here like so, and we have a flush fit on the top, you can also see this right here. See how the cantilever of the bullet is right there. I don't know if I can make this any better for you, but you can see that the cantilever is right at the edge of this right at the edge of the case, and where the cantilever starts. That's another good thing about that alignment gauge I like. So I'm just going to sit it here and dump them all in here. Make sure they all good, you know, because we did crimp them. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not. I did put a crimp on them. See that little line around there? Put a crimp on them. And we're going to go shoot those bad boys as soon as we get the chance. Man, oh man. Them little soldiers look like they're ready to go off to war, don't they? Alright, we'll see how they work when we shoot them. Alright, we did go in and mark all these. As you see, I ran a red Sharpie across the primers, so I would know that these are once fired steel, and they'll be easy to look. Look. look down at the ground, pick them up and say, yep, that was one of them, so we can reclaim them all and see how they work out. And a lot of people's going to say, well, why not just reload brass? Well, I do reload brass, it's not a problem, but there's literally thousands of these. Like, I can go to a match. I hadn't been to one recently, but most of the time people go by, because when you can buy this stuff, this is the Tulamo stuff at Walmart, and it is boxer primed, so it's really easy to work with. You don't have to worry about the Berdan primers, and you can pretty much just do do it like you do your normal cases. I did polish these through the walnut with flits, just to, and they end up coming up with a nice slick surface. And problem is I can go to the range after a match and there's thousands of these. I mean thousands, because most people buy this. This is the kind of stuff that they take to a match and just leave, don't even pick up, because you know when you're going from stage to stage and there's a big group of people, a lot of times you don't have time to pick up your brass, and if you do, usually somebody else is already trying to scarf it up before you can get back to it, you know, and you're still trying to get your scores and going through and marking the targets. But I figured that this would be a great, you know, if nothing else, if they work good, last ditch effort, load up some of these and just have them stuck back for just in case, because they say that it puts a little bit more wear and tear on your gun. But if you come down to a situation where you needed some ammo, you wouldn't really care if it wears on your gun, because you'd be needing it right then. And just gives you another option in the grand scheme of things, because like I said, people don't pick this stuff up. You can get this stuff by the thousands. You can just go down through there with a really strong magnet, because it is magnetic. I'll grab a magnet and show you. It is magnetic. So you go like to Home Depot and get one of those big magnets like they use for roofing nails. Looks like a big golf club. You just go through there and just pick up a bunch of them and just have those for a, you know, shit hit the fan situation, or like situation earlier this year where people was wanting to sell brass for way inflated prices. You'd still be able to have some components, you know. And it'd be interesting. I'm gonna mark these. I don't plan on ever loading these over once, but we'll pick them back up after I shoot them, and we'll look see what the cases are. And I know this is a lot of people say this does puts a lot of wear on your reloading dies and stuff, because this is steel versus brass. The brass flows a lot easier, you know, it's a lot more malleable. But even if I picked up another cheap set of just a cheap resizing die, because you can get those pretty cheap, just the sizing die itself, and have it stuck back for, you know, just that situation. And, you know, throw back another, this one actually is for a 30-06, but throw you a case length gauge and a trimmer, you know, $10 for all that, and just have it all stuck back. And because I didn't have to trim these were all measured once fired. They did all measure good to spec. I didn't have to trim them, so that'd be another reason why I probably wouldn't. But this is a lot softer steel than the components of your rifle. The only thing I could see it possibly wearing out is maybe an extractor, but come on, you can get an extractor for $10 and replace it. You know, it's just one pin, versus the potential savings. And because I mean, even if you just shot this stuff, it's usually $1 or $2 per 20-round box cheaper than brass. You know, a lot of it comes down to personal preference, but like I said, it's an experiment. You know me, I'm not going to do anything to norm. I'm going to check out new stuff. And I know a lot of people said they've done this with no problems, but this will be my first attempt at it, and we will see. Alright, I'm gone.